Hi, everybody. Good afternoon. I'm coming down there. It's so funny. They every time I do an event, like no matter what convention I'm at, they'll come to me and they'll say, "Now we've got a table set up for you on the stage and a chair." And I'm like, "Yeah, we don't need that." Because I just jump off the stage and come and hang out because I just love being close to you guys. So.
Like this.
See, they even brought up the house lights so we can all see how ugly we are.
It's true.
We sit beside somebody going, "Ugh." It's much cuter when the lights were down. I get that all the time. That's how I know. Welcome to Otakon Vegas. How are you? Are you having a fun day? Yeah. Me too. This is my favorite hour of any convention, wherever I go, because I so love just getting to chat with you guys one on 400, about things that you care about, questions you may have, things that you've enjoyed, things that I feel strongly about, things that you feel strongly about. If you've seen any of my panels, you know that they could go very deep and very weird. So, oh, look at you twins. Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
Which one's Hikaru? Hi, Hikaru. Hello, Kato. Doppelgangers. First of all, let me start off by saying I know that we're going to get into questions and stuff. So I know that one of the main questions several people may ask is, "What are you working on right now?" So I made a list because I can never keep track. Let's see. Some of them I'm not even allowed to say yet. It's okay. Don't worry. Okay. What? Do it. Say it anyway. Get arrested. Go to jail. Appease us. All right. Unbreakable Machine Doll. Everybody know that show? So glad I worked on that one. Space Dandy. Okay, I have to tell you something funny about Space Dandy. The guy that's directing Space Dandy calls me and he goes, "All right, I have this role I need you to play." And I said, "Well, what's he like?" And he goes, "It's Tamaki." And I'm like, "So he's like Tamaki?" No. He's not like Tamaki. He is Tamaki. So we had so much fun with that character. Let's see. Carnival. Tokyo Raven. Maji. Sailor Moon. Rock Lee. Has anyone seen Rock Lee and his friends? OMFing-G. It's the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life. I have to tell you Rock Lee's story, okay? Like 8 years ago, when they were casting several characters for Naruto, one of the characters they were casting was Orochimaru, okay? And I auditioned for him, okay? Well, I didn't get it. I almost got it, but they gave it to Steve Bloom, who is like my dearest friend in the world, and he's kick-ass, and he does a great job with it. So I was very, if you're not gonna do it, awesome to lose it to Steve Bloom, right? Because I love him, he did a great job. So, fast forward 8 years, and I got a call from the studio that dubs Naruto, and they go, "Vic, didn't you audition for Orochimaru years ago?" And I'm like, "Yes. It's still a sore spot." No, I didn't say that, but I was like, "Yeah, I did." And he said, "Well, there's this new show called Rock Lee and His Friends, and it's like all the characters are chibis, and they do the craziest, wackiest crap you've ever seen." And he said, "Orochimaru is in it, and Steve's not able to do it. So I'm gonna send you," this is what the guy said from the studio, "I'm gonna send you a recording of Steve doing Orochimaru, a voice reference, if you will, and you send me back your best approximation." Because, they want it, after now that Orochimaru has been established, you want it to kind of sound like him. And so I did it. I sent it back to them, and the guy was like, "Oh, that sounds great. You're in." So after 8 years, I get to play Orochimaru anyway, so that was fun. see. Oh, there's this little show I'm very excited about called Free. Splash Free. Okay, now I have to tell you my Free story. Yay! I love sharks. That's not the story, but I just had to say that. You guys, get on your phones, maybe not right now, but after, or when you get home, and check out the swimming race between me and Todd Havercorn. I was going to show it to you today, and it didn't work out technically, but it's online. The Funimation came to us and they said, "Hey Todd, Vic, would you be willing to do something for promotion for free?" And I said, "Sure." And Todd said, "Sure." And they said, "We want you guys to have a swimming race." Now I started thinking, all right, I'm an athlete. I play a lot of sports. I swam when I was young, not competitively, but I went to the Y and learned to swim, and I swim. And Todd is 20 years younger than I am. So I'm thinking, okay, I mean, I'm an athlete, but Todd's much younger, and he works out a lot. He's in great shape. So that could go either way, you know? There's really no way to know. So we got together and we shot this thing. And then they gave me the footage to cut it all together, just to make a fun video. We put in fans saying who they thought would win. And then we even intercut some video footage from the anime. It's really fun. It's online. Check it out. It's on my YouTube channel. And I think you'll really enjoy it. And I'm not going to tell you what the outcome was. Let's see, what else? Brothers Conflict. Does anybody know about that? Another OMFing funny show. I play this character. He's a pop star, and he's a pure jerk. He's like the biggest jerk I've ever seen. I'm not sure why I got cast, but Durarara? Yeah, I'm really excited about that. Oh, and I'm really excited to finally get to play a role in Black Butler. Okay, now I have to tell you the Black Butler story. So way back when they started Black Butler, I auditioned for it. And I mean, they're all British, right? They all have these British accents. And so I busted my butt to try to perfect my British accent, right? I even brought a British guy in to listen to it, to tell me if it was okay. And he's like, "That sounds great, right?" You know, and I was like, "Oh, okay, good. So I'm good. Should be good." And I sent it in, and they wrote me back, and they're like, "Yeah, Vic, the audition's great, but your English accent sucks." So I didn't get cast. And I was kind of bummed out. Well, then then came the second season, and they asked me to audition for Claude. And I was like, all right, damn it. Now I will master that damned accent. And I did my best, and I got the same answer. "Yeah, your English accent sucks. Sorry." So I didn't get that. And I was like, this is so horrible. I'm never going to be a part of Black Butler. So then the next one, Book of Circus, came out, and now everybody in Book of Circus has Cockney accents. It's not just British. It's like that special brand of British. And so I auditioned, and I finally got to play this little role that I'm so excited about. So be watching for him. Okay. Heroic Legends of Arslan. You guys know that? There's another. I'm going to go through several here, and several of them will be probably not very recognizable. Show by Rock. Very, very cute. The guy that I play in Show by Rock, his name is Shuzo. He's a pop star. There's a running theme here. I'm not really sure why, but he's a pop star. And here's the really fun part. The Japanese voice actor who plays Shuzo in the original, his name is Mamoru Mayano. Why is that special? He also plays Tamaki. Oh wait, it gets better. He also plays Zero in Vampire Knight. Oh, it gets better. He also plays Ring in Free. So I'm stalking him, basically. This poor guy doesn't even know it. I'm stalking him from across the ocean. And I can't wait to meet him. I want to, you know what? And he sings too. So most of you know that I do a lot of music as well. So I've even recorded some of the same like the Oron songs, and I'm working on a free character song that he did in English. And so I would love to do a convention with him someday. And then like we would be on stage together and he would sing a line in Japanese and then I would sing the next line in English and then we'd harmonize. He's so awesome! Anyway, sweet man love. And, oh, and then there's Ruby. Oh my gosh. Guys, okay, you wanna hear the Ruby story? Now there's the Ruby story. So I was doing a convention in Australia and some of the Rooster Teeth guys were there promoting. I didn't even know who they were. I knew nothing about Ruby, and I saw these amazing cosplayers. I'm like, what are you dressed as? And I'm like, oh, this isn't Ruby. I'm like, Ruby, what is that? Is it like sapphire? Diamond? What is that? Is it a gem? And I didn't know anything about it. So they told me how awesome it was, and come to find out, the Rooster Teeth creators were at the convention in Australia. So one night they came to me and they said, hey, you know, we'd love to have you do something sometime with us. I was like, that'd be awesome, I'd love it. So a few months later they contacted me and they said, we want you to play this character named Crow. Uncle Crow, he's Ruby's Uncle Crow, and he's a drunk. And I'm like, oh, I got that down. I've never been drunk a day in my life, but I can pretend as good as anybody. So I got to play Crow, and I'm so excited. You know what? I've been so jazzed to see cosplayers. There were a couple yesterday. Are you here? They made their own swords. Oh my gosh, amazing. There he is, my brother. What else? Okay, Lord Marksman of Venatus, Ladybug, God Eater, that's a video game. Battle Battalions, video game. World of Winks, I have no idea what that is. Tanari, Utaware. Do you guys remember a show called Utaware Ramono years ago? Apparently there's like a follow-up to it. Anti-Gang Alnoa, which I think is being premiered this weekend, if I'm not mistaken. Pillars of Eternity is a video game. And, oh, I really want to tell you about that one, I can't, okay? Just turn the phone off, Vic. Don't even look at it. Very excited. So, the bottom line is, I've really had the opportunity to do a lot of fun things over the last year or so. Not the least of which is, in addition to the voice acting stuff, some of you may or may not know that I'm fulfilling my childhood dream. You guys, when I was a little kid, like 12, 10, 11, 12, 13, it was all Star Trek all the time. I'm telling you guys, my mother almost killed me. I drove her insane with Star Trek. It was on TV, like I would watch it always. When it wasn't on TV, I was playing Star Trek. And got her to teach me to use a sewing machine so I could make my own uniforms. And I would make her drag me to Star Trek conventions. And I would make little home movies with kids in the neighborhood, and I would hang an Enterprise model in front of a black poster board, and move the camera past the Enterprise. Nice tracking shot, dude. Anyway, so imagine how much fun it is right now. I started a web series about 3 years ago called Star Trek Continues. Who did that? Who just did that big woo? Was that you? Come here, girl. Come here, give me that cheek. Thank you. And I'm fulfilling my childhood dream of playing Captain Kirk. And my dear little brother Todd is Spock. And how many of you know Chuck Huber? Chuck Huber plays Dr. McCoy. How many of you ever watched Mythbusters? Grant Imahara from Mythbusters plays Sulu. I know, oh my. And we've got oh my gosh, you ready for this? I don't expect all of you to know the answer to this, but the guy that played Scotty 50 years ago, in the original Scotty, his name was Jimmy Doohan. Wonderful man. His son, Chris, is playing Scotty. Like, literally, like playing his father's role. How cool is that?
Leonard Nimoy.
We have 5 episodes online. It's free to watch. StarTrekContinues.com. Go check it out. It won't cost you a penny. Like us on Facebook. Join our official group. We have a lot of fun stuff going on. We just shot episode 6 in November, and in February we're about to shoot episode 7. So we're kicking butt. Almost 3 million views. A lot of excitement. It feels exactly like you're watching the original series from the 60s again. But it's a continuation. I don't know if you know this or not, but at the beginning of every one of the episodes, Captain Kirk would say, "These are the voyages of the Starship Enterprise. It's 5-year mission." Well, they didn't do 5 years. They were abruptly canceled in their 3rd season. So we thought, wouldn't it be cool to just pick up where they left off and finish the 5-year mission? Will you check it out? In fact, I'm gonna ask you to do one other thing. Tomorrow at 1, I think tomorrow at 1 o'clock I have a Star Trek panel. And I want you guys to consider yourselves personally invited to come. We're gonna show an episode and talk about it, and it'll be a lot of fun. So please join us. Yes? Wait one second.
So 5 years ago at Anime Vegas, I saw you do the Star Trek, so I want to thank you personally for introducing me to Star Trek.
Oh my gosh, thank you! You want to hear something funny? At Star Trek Vegas, probably 5 years ago, there was Anime Vegas. At Anime Vegas 5 years ago, there was a young boy there, a teenage boy, named Wyatt, and I did a panel, like a Star Trek trivia panel, where people try to stump me with questions from the original series. And there was this really nice kid there, and he actually stumped me. Which I thought, wow, this kid's only 16 years old or something, and he knows all about the original series, which I thought was really cool. Come to find out, this young kid was an actor, really great guy, and guess what? Wyatt Lenhart is playing Chekhov in my series. I met him at Anime Vegas, and he plays Chekhov. So check it out. Will you guys please come? Please come to the screening tomorrow at 1. I think you'll really enjoy it. And tell people in your family, in your circle, about Star Trek Continues. I know you probably have family members, parents, school friends, neighbors, you never know, relatives who enjoyed the original series of Star Trek. And they'll love this. Let's see, what else? Anything else? I have to tell you about this too. A lot of you guys wrote me, leading up to this convention, wrote me emails and said, are you bringing your music CDs and your concert DVDs to the Anime Vegas, or excuse me, the Otakon Vegas event? And I said, yes, so I did. I have them here. I'll have them at the autograph session for you. But there's something very special I have to tell you about. Years ago, maybe 3 years ago now, I was doing a concert at Anime Matsuri in Houston. I was going to do a live music concert. Some of you may or may not know. I mean, I've been writing and producing music twice as long as I've been voice acting, and have sung the theme songs to several shows as well. And so occasionally I'll do a concert performance at a convention. So I was doing one, I had one planned at Anime Matsuri in Houston, and about a month before the convention chairman called me and he said, hey, I just want you to know we're pulling out all the stops for your concert. We've got like intelligent computer controlled lights and fog machines and we're covering it with like 4 cameras, HD cameras. We've even got a jib arm that can sweep over the audience, and get those really cool shots. And I was thinking, oh my gosh, if there was ever an opportunity to actually make a really nice concert DVD, this would be it. So we did. The music sounds great, the audience was great, the video's beautiful, but there's a very special thing on there as well. Many of you may or may not know that while we were recording the first Full Metal Alchemist, which, by the way, this year is the 10th anniversary. Can you believe that? I can't even believe it. I can't even believe it. I played that little pipsqueak 10 years ago. But many of you may or may not know that while we were recording the first series, I was so excited about this show, and I fell in love with the characters so much that I wanted to figure out a way to cosplay. I was like, I want to cosplay Ed. And think, well, first thing I have to do is this, right? And then I started thinking, you know what? I don't think I've ever seen voice actors cosplaying as their characters. So I asked some of the other voice actors from Full Metal if they would like to cosplay as well, and they said, heck yes, we would. So we got together one weekend, all together in Houston, where I was living at the time, and we made a short parody film called Full Metal Fantasy. Now, watch this. How many of you have seen Full Metal Fantasy? Look around the room. A very small percentage. And do you know why? Because it's never been available. The only time I ever showed it was at a convention in a panel like this, perhaps. It's never been online, it's never been for sale, it's never been available. It was just a special little treat. But there's also another setting in which I would show Full Metal Fantasy, when I do live music concerts. I would show it, and then I would come back out on stage, and I would sit at a piano, and I would play the Brothers theme, and sing the Brothers theme live. So it was a really nice, it was a really nice little, segue from the live action thing into the Brothers theme live. So I thought, well, if I'm gonna make a concert DVD, I should probably, maybe it's time to make Full Metal Fantasy available to the fans. So it is on the concert DVD that I'll have at my autograph session this afternoon. As well as, there's another fun little bonus feature on the concert DVD. Back in 1995, I just lost half the audience. They're like, you mean like when dinosaurs ruled the earth? No, not that far back. 1995, I was a male vocalist challenger on Star Search. Star Search was like the granddaddy of American Idol, for those of you who don't know. Like, before American Idol, Star Search was the big preeminent talent show, American talent show. And I was chosen to go on the show as a male vocalist challenger. And I didn't win. And I was really embarrassed, actually. I was like, man, no one's ever gonna see this. This is so embarrassing. And I had this video of the performance, and I locked it away, and nobody was ever gonna see it. Did my mom find it? No. But somebody came to me one day when they knew that I was putting the concert DVD together. Somebody came to me and said, "What bonus features are you going to put on the DVD?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, most DVDs have bonus features, right? That's one of the fun things about DVDs." And I said, "Well, I don't know. I hadn't really thought about what I would put on there." And she said to me, "Oh my gosh, you should put your Star Search performance on there." And I was like, shut your pie hole. That's the stupidest idea ever. I was humiliating. It was horrible. But then I thought, well, maybe it's time. It's been a long time. I should just, people will get a kick out of it. I mean, this is 95, y'all. I had a mullet. That's terrifying enough right there. And I wore a purple double-breasted suit. Right? And so anyway, check it out. It's all of that is on the concert DVD, as well as music CDs, and I've got pictures with a lot of the characters that I've done. So I will hope to see all of you at the autograph session at 2:15. Okay. Let's see. Anything else? I think that's it. Follow me on Twitter. So I can. Anybody here follow me on Twitter? Do you follow me on Twitter? Really? I'm sending you a message right now. What's your name?
It's June Rowe.
Hold on, wait a minute. How do I do this? How do you use the internet machine? What is it?
Can I write it because it'll be easier because you're probably going
No, tell me, real quick. Go ahead.
It's June.
June?
Yes. Underscore.
Where's that crazy underscore? There it is. I found it, June.
Rowe. R-O-W-E.
R-O-W-E.
And 512.
512. What's the 512 stand for?
Just better.
Hi, Junro 512. I love you. Boom, tweeted. Okay. So check it. It's Vic Mignogna at Vic Mignogna. So good luck spelling the last name. But if you succeed, thank you. So let's tell you what. We've got about we have an hour. We have less than an hour now, but let's talk about anything you want to talk about. So if you have a question, come to this microphone so that everybody can hear you speak. Come here, young lady. Hi. And nobody's vision of view is blocked. Hi, sweetheart. I love your necklace.
Okay, I met you yesterday with Luffy.
Oh my gosh, hi. Did you guys see her as Luffy yesterday? She's perfect.
So, I just want to let you know how important you are to me because 3.5 years ago at Immigrant Club, I met you for the first time.
It's okay, baby. It's okay. Oh, it what? It was what?
A few hours after my first chemo treatment.
After your first chemo treatment.
Yeah, it was so cute. I'm really happy you're back.
I'm really happy you're here. Come here. Now, what is your name? Say hi to Madison.
Hi, Madison.
Look at all these people. They love you. Oh my gosh. Well, I am so happy that you're here. And you know what? Can I tell you something, Madison? And if nobody else was in this room, I would tell you this to your sweet face. When I started voice acting, I had no idea where it was going to go. In fact, it was this weird little subculture. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't think anything would ever come of it. But God had different plans. I had no idea where it was going to go and what was ever going to come of it. But you know what? I want to tell you something. I am absolutely certain that I was put here just to be a part of people's lives and hopefully encourage them and do stuff that makes them laugh or cry or scared or entertain, and also to get to hopefully be of some encouragement to people. And you know what? There is nothing more priceless to me. Voice actors don't get paid much, you guys. I don't know if you know this or not. We don't make any. I mean, it's you would laugh. We don't get paid much at all. But I tell you what. Oh, somebody's a Doctor Who fan here. Did you hear that? Woo! Anyway, back to our important story. I got a little ADD there. Did you see that? Oh, good. Madison understands. But I'm telling you, God's honest truth. I would not trade what I have gotten to do for the last 16 or 17 years for anything in the world. It is priceless to me. And hearing from people like you and getting to be a part of your lives means the world to me. So thank you for that. I love you, sweetie. We'll see you later, I hope. Dude. See that? I'm stage crew as well. You see that? I handle the microphone light. Yes, sir.
Yesterday I met you and you said you'd talk to my friend.
Oh, that's right. Who is this?
My friend Morgan.
Morgan?
But just real quick before the phone call, I finally started to do a little bit of voice acting, so I just want to say like you and like Steve Bloom and Chris Sabat, you guys have been like a big inspiration.
Oh, dude, I'm honored. Well, I wish you the best of success with it. Now, we're calling Morgan.
Yep.
And what is Morgan's story? What can you tell me about Morgan?
Fan of yours?
Does she know that you're here?
Yeah.
Oh, she's calling right now. I mean, we're calling her right now. And your name is?
Blake.
Blake. Morgan. Morgan.
Let's hope she answers.
I got a voicemail. Hold on, no, I got a voicemail. You're Blake.
Yeah.
At the tone, please record your voice message. When you are finished recording, you may hang up.
Yeah, this message is for Morgan. Morgan, this is Officer Townsend with the Las Vegas City Police Department, and I got your friend Blake here. We had to arrest him. He was doing some crazy stuff up at that anime convention, and we took him to jail. So you better come down here and pick them up.
Thanks, Blake. Hey there. Dude, you look so familiar. I can't place it, though.
Do you remember that story about the powdered donut that you...
Do I remember the... How could I forget? Dude, I have prayed for years. No, don't do it. You're kidding me. There are people in this room going, what the heck is up with the donuts? I guess I have to tell you the donut story. Okay, hold on a second. The donut story is as follows. We were recording the first season, the first series of Full Metal, and do you remember the episodes where the two brothers pretended to be the Elric brothers? And Ed and Al found them and they got in a fight. And one of the brothers, Tringham was their name, I think, Tringham, Russell and Fletcher. Wow, I can't believe I remember that. Wow. Thought I was too old to remember that far back. One of them punched Ed in the face. And the next time you saw Ed, his face was all swollen up. It was so cute. And I thought, oh my gosh, if you had a big swollen up cheek like that, it would probably alter the way you sounded when you talked a little bit, right? Have a little bit of a puffy kind of an inflammated sound. So I thought, oh my gosh, I have to put stuff in my mouth to make it sound real. And I went to the vending machine and I found the perfect solution, powdered sugar. Look at the size, they're perfect, they go right in your cheek. But the problem is that they're not meant to be held in your cheek for long periods of time. You're supposed to eat them and swallow them. I didn't want to swallow it, I was using it as a prop. So it turned into goo in my mouth, and then I had to spit it out in complete grossness and then put a brand new one in and keep recording because we had already established what it sounded like and it had to keep sounding the same. So I came to hate powdered sugar donuts. And that's why people like this mean so much to me. Thank you. Thanks, man. Oh, hold on one second. I tell you what, let's let everybody ask a question that we get as many as we can, okay? Go ahead. Hi. Do you like powdered sugar donuts? I'm gonna have these at the autograph session. They're gonna be on the table. Please take one. No, please. Take one. Yes, what's your question?
I have two questions if you don't mind me asking.
Okay. Are they short?
Yeah.
No pun intended.
What?
I meant duration, not height. I can't even say the word short anymore. Can you believe that? Isn't that sad? Anytime I say I have a short story, everyone goes, he said short.